So this one was is a project by Josie Bellini. Anybody who has been in the space for a while probably knows Josie for her iconic picture of Bitcoin gas mask girl, right? This is an image I think that she put out there like 3 years ago. So she's been in the space for a while. This is literally, I think, the first inklings and talking about cyber brokers was over a year ago. So, or almost a year ago. It's been in development for a while. It's fully on chain, which means all of the art lives on the blockchain. That means that you don't, there's no disconnect there. As long as Ethereum is there, your cyber brokers are going to be there. And what's cool is that they actually are saved not as JPEGs, but they're saved as SVG files, which allows them to be layered. So you have this really cool experience of, people were sharing like this one right here, right? She's got that mask on. You can pull that mask layer off of her face and you can actually see her entire face, which is really, really cool. And it's the same thing for like all their clothing parts, right? So people were talking about how this plays into the tokenomics, how it plays into like what comes next. You've got some really cool, super rare, people there in the CyberBrokers universe. What I love is there's also really cool lore. If you guys have a chance, make sure you check out their Medium page to get the download. There's 3 episodes of the lore. Essentially, the idea is that this is like cyber brokers are people who were the first 10,000 to try out this VR technology that we came up with. Unfortunately, something happened and broke the connection between their virtual selves and their physical selves, and there are 10,000 cyber brokers who are stuck in this world. And that's kind of like the basis of the lore. But being by Josie, being in development for so long, being by a developer who's well-known, Cyber Guys, who also is CTO for Blockade Games, which does the Neon, what is it? Neon, what's the name of that game?
Neon
I always
District.
forget. Neon District, yes. So he's the CTO for Neon District, super experienced. This one is a project that I think is going to do extremely well long-term because of the fact that it's got such a strong team. It's got such strong art. It has some really cool lore. And you can tell that from the ground up, from the foundation, they have built this to be an experience where, much like the apes, you can own your images, right? Like these are like your brokers are your brokers. You see like this came with a mask, right? So he had the mask trait, and now you can see like he goes in and he's got all the different pieces of his avatar that make it up. He can remove the mask. He can play with the different, aspects of his profile picture and kind of create it and customize it to his liking. So shout out to Josie Bellini and that team there, man. I'm a huge fan of CyberBrokers for sure. We had that one already kind of listed out. Easy and crypto. Shout out to Easy. I saw Easy in chat yesterday when we were holding our breaths trying to get in on that mint. So I was lucky, man. I grabbed 3 CyberBrokers. I'm super stoked.
Yeah, 2.2 on the floor too. So I don't know exactly what that math checks out to. What was the mint price again?
Yeah, 0.35. So not a very cheap mint, not at all. 0.35. But 2.2 floor. Yeah, dude. I mean, I bought 3. I flipped 1. Like kind of, that's my ethos. Like when I play in the space, I try to make sure that like I recoup like the money I spend within the first 24 to 48 hours of any project. So flip that first one. Now I got 2 that I can sit on that are pretty rare. And I think that, the project does well. I've got something to play around with and something also to keep me part of the ecosystem. I'm a storyteller too. So like this idea of the lore has got my wheels turning for what my CyberBroker stories are.